All right, so channel message part 2. Okay, so we were talking about what spirit has got us working on right now, and so some of us are feeling conflicted with a situation, but what I see for a lot of us, is there's going to be a decision we're going to have to make. And now here's the thing. It's funny because I was hearing decision, but then I'm looking up at the astrology, and one of my friends, astrologer, she goes to me, the reason why you wouldn't be making decisions is because right now, as the energy is shifting, a lot of people are going to decide, am I going to stay here where I'm at? Am I going to do this, continue this like this, or am I going to change it and shift it around? Some of you are going to be like doing something totally different with your life, but it's like, here's the thing. I'm seeing like the same thing, but like in a bigger way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe if you were doing some kind of work, like for instance, I do spiritual work. Now I want to take it to the next level or do something different. You know what I mean? It's like I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over again. Even though it works for me, it really does. I want to do something more, you know? I want to be, a legend in my field type of thing. So I'm kind of like pushing to do something great, and it's not about finances or material stuff, because that's important, but that's important for the security of our children's future. But listen, here's the thing. If you're like in between the age of like 26 to like 41, I'm hearing 26 to 41, and you really are putting a lot of pressure on yourself, like, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and like, I should be doing this, and I should have done that. And you're putting that pressure on yourself. I'm hearing you have no idea like what's coming for you. You're destined. Look, man, some of you are destined. Okay, now raise your hand if you feel like I'm talking to you, because if you raise your hand, I'm talking to you. I'm hearing this very specifically. Raise your hand if you feel like, it's funny because this house is reminding me of like the all-American dream. Look, right? Doesn't that look like the all-American dream? Like you come to America, you create a life, and then here's your little red door house. It's like, the red door, that's like so significant. And it just looks like the all-American dream house. You know what I mean? So raise your hand if you feel like I'm talking to you. You were destined. You are destined for great things. Like you're destined for. Now, mind you, if you're a person right now, you're like, she's talking to me. I am destined for great things. I am destined to manifest big, amazing, incredible things. I can't see it right now, and it's like not clear to me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like I can't see it right now. It's not clear to me, but I know for a fact that I will do great things in this life. I will do great things. I'm not sure when it's going to happen or how, I'm hearing, but I know it's happening. So your guys want you to know you're not thinking that for no reason, because here's the thing, like you'll think that, like for instance, I used to think that too when I was little. I used to look at the TV and I used to put my hands on it and I used to go, I'm going to be on TV one day. And everybody would be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I never knew how it would happen, what would happen, but I said, I'm going to be in that box one day. I used to say it when I was like 6 years old, and I used to like perform for my family and be like, I'm going to do this on TV one day, and blah, blah, blah. And I would say that, and I would have like these flashbacks when I was a kid that I was in the TV somehow or another, and I would see myself in there, I never knew how or what, and guess what? Throughout my whole life, I forgot all about it, and I just lived my life. And then one day I was guided to like sign up for this show, didn't know nothing about it, and I'm telling you this because this is the message. I was 26. That's not young to be doing stuff like that. I was 26 and I signed up for it, and automatically, without even questioning, they put me on the shit instantly. Like they told me everybody else was getting like 5 different interviews. I had one interview, bro, and the lady was like, you're gonna be on the show. And I was like, I know. I was like, I already know this, like it's my destiny. And she started laughing, like, you knew that? I was like, I always knew I was gonna be on TV, I just didn't know how. And why am I telling you this? Has nothing to do with me. Oh, look at me, I'm so cool. No, I'm telling you that I had no idea it was going to happen. And when it did, I was in complete shock. Like it even happened. You see what I'm saying to you? So you need to understand that overnight, any moment, things can change. Any moment. You need to understand that. You could be, let's say the worst, because I'm sure none of us are in the worst situation right now, because there are people who are in the worse situations. I don't know if that's a word, but they're in worse situations. And we will sit here and we will complain about stuff, but then like we stop for a moment, we have this moment of clarity. We're like, oh, but yeah, but my life is actually great and I don't know what the fuck I'm complaining for. You know what I'm saying? Because we complain because we're not complaining because we're bratty and because this is what I'm hearing your guide say. You're not complaining because you're a brat and because you're not grateful. I said, I'm hearing, I said, it's more of the sense of like, you know you have success within you. You know, you want to reach your successes. You want to get to a certain place in life and you're not complaining that this life is shitty. You're just like, oh man, I know I can be doing more. I should be doing more. And so you judge yourself on that basis, right? There's a difference between complaining and sitting there going, oh man, if you say I hate my life, that's not good for you. You know what I mean? If you're sitting there saying, I hate my life, I hate my family. Listen, we all have problems with our family, right? Everybody has an issue. Like we all have that one issue with that one family member or with a couple of them. The problem is that when we don't recognize that, we have to, it's like this part has to go through what we call like the transformation stage. This is the part where the cocoon is in that cocoon and they're just tired of being in that fucking cocoon. Now they want to get out and spread their wings. And I'm telling you energetically, you need to hear this. You already manifested this. I'm going to tell you right now. Your guides want you to know, hey guys, love you. Your guides want you to know you've already manifested this in the energy plane, because what we need to understand is that things get manifested in the energy plane before they do on this 3D realm. So if your intentions are to change this, to change that, and I remember like wanting to change my life at one point when I was all depressed and shit. And I remember thinking this is never going to change. But then I used to have this small glimmer of hope that used to tell me, watch, I'm going to be out of this. I'm not going to be dealing with this shit no more. It's going to go away. And I was so confident that it was going to go away. And then one day, I can't even remember or tell you when all of that switched around and when something just snapped inside of me and I was like, let's go. And I just started going. Within a year, I was doing like fucking so many readings and doing this and doing that. And like, you know, just like now, I'm at a standstill, just like I was at that point. And whatever I'm supposed to be doing, it'll come to me if I just sit back. Sometimes we have to. Okay, so it's 833 right there. I'm seeing 833 now. If you know, the number 8 represents infinite abundance, and the 33, especially spiritual abundance, infinite spiritual abundance. So when we talk about abundance, people might say like, oh, it doesn't always just mean money, but for some of you, I'm hearing you're going to be getting the finances you need to create what you want to create. You see what I'm saying to you? Like, you're not going to expect this. You're not going to think this is going to happen. This is not something you're expecting. This is like a surprise element. The guides, you know, the celestials are getting together. They see you, and you finally decided. I'm hearing you went from somebody who was constantly focused on everybody else, talking about, I got to help people and I want to do this for this one and that, which is great, right? It's so beautiful to want to help people. But you finally put your foot down and you said, hold on, I'm ready to live for me. Like, what about me? It's time for me to live for myself too. I've been living for everyone else and I forgot all about myself. And Spirit's like, oh, are you ready to live for you? Because up until now, you weren't saying anything about you. All we heard you say, I'm hearing, is, I want to help this one. I want to do this for that one. It's always you and somebody else. I swear to God, it looks like an orb coming down, but it's so weird. It looks like a piece of cloud that's just like fell down from the sky. You've been wanting to do things for you, but you've been holding it off and slacking off and focused on everybody else but you. And so what did you do? You finally decided, you said, you know what? Put my foot down. I'm going to put my foot down and I'm going to live for me now. I want to live for me. And you know what? Along the way, whoever I can help along the way, that's great. But I got to be happy. And I'm hearing, I want to feel joy. I want to be happy. I want to feel freedom. I want to feel like I let this go, and I want to feel like I'm finally accomplishing things that make me happy, because up until now you were doing things for everybody else, and that's great. It's great to do things for other people. It really is. But as healers, as star seeds, we came here. This is a message, right? We came here with the intention to be of service to humanity. And along that path of being of service to humanity, many of the starseeds, healers, psychics, whatever, medicine man, medicine woman, you forgot about yourself. And you know, you see these people and they're, okay, so you see the balance of some of these healers and stuff, and they're like, oh, taking care of themselves, but at the same time, they're still working for the collective in a way, right? But they put themselves first. They make sure they're happy, their boundaries are set, their homes are what they like. They don't let their family tell them what to do. And you see them, you might think, oh, they're fucked up, like they're selfish. But you got to think about it this way. If we were meant to live our whole lives in one order, that's what we would be doing. So this is where your guides are saying, you got to put your foot down and set your boundaries. I've been putting my whole boundaries up and saying, I love everyone. I love spirit. I love people. I love everyone. But I need to slow down for a while because I need to figure out how I can do this without, first of all, draining myself, because I was doing so much for the collective, so much, you guys, that I literally have to tell you, I was supremely drained to the point where you guys do not understand. And between doing readings and channeling and all that, I was sleeping a lot. And like my daughter even started complaining. She's like, Mom, you're sleeping a lot. And I know when she starts to notice I'm sleeping a lot, it's a difference. Like when I take like a 20-minute nap in the daytime, because I am a Virgo, and us Virgos, if we could sleep all day, we would. It wouldn't even bother us. You know, so like, I just gotta say, you fucking have to decide, okay? You have to decide this for you now. You really have to put your fucking foot down, because you're doing way too much for everybody else. Listen, oh man, what Starseeds, what you need to know is when you came here on your mission and you wanted to help the collective, you wanted to do this, you wanted to do that. We admire you for that so much. But we also want you to enjoy your time here on Earth. This is like you've been through multiple lifetimes, just checking on everybody else. I'm hearing servicing your family. I'm seeing somebody from the time they were like 7 years old, cleaning, cooking even, like 10 years old cooking, washing dishes, vacuuming. I'm seeing somebody be like, go take out the garbage, clean up your room, blah, blah, blah. Go take care of your brother, grab it. Somebody, I see an older sister here. Girl, you was everybody's slave your whole life. Like, I'm just seeing this like very, very, yeah, you and your family first. No. It's for me today. It's me and my daughter first. I'll always be loyal to my family. Always. My brothers, my sister, my mother. Always. You'll never hear me talk shit about them. You'll never hear me say, this one's a piece. No, I don't talk shit about nobody. First of all, forget about my own family, right? If I express anything, it's just so that I could release some tension. But you never hear me say, like, this person's a piece of shit, that person's a piece of shit. But I do know plenty of people do that with me. Like, it's not my family. I'm talking about people that I know. They're sitting there gossiping about me 24 hours a day. And it's, like, really sad and pathetic. But that's on them. That's their karma. None of it is going to affect me, because that's your karma. When people are talking about you and they look at you and they're low vibrational and they can continuously put your name in their mouth in a negative way, they're only creating themselves negative karma, and they're bringing you positive karma, because Spirit's looking at it like, damn, this person's talking about this person a lot. Maybe there's something about this person we need to go check on. And so they're looking at you two talking and gossiping, but then meanwhile, the person you're gossiping about, they're going to check on them. Like, are you okay? Why are they talking about, oh, they're just haters. Oh, that's bad. They're just haters. And, Spirit sees everything. I'm not saying they stand around and just like stare at us, because that's not how it works, but they see everything. And so if anybody's playing you or hurting you, oh, believe me, honey, I always say you get away with it for a day or two, but trust me when I tell you, it all comes back to you, every little thing you do comes back to you, baby boo. Don't think that the universe and spirit ain't watching. They're always watching. They're always watching. That's why it's important to live your life like, listen, as far as you can, be good to others and treat others with kindness and respect. You know what I mean? Because you're not always going to be perfect. You're always going to have things that you're working on, and that's okay. Because I see you letting those things go. I see a cycle completely ending. Like, why didn't she just let them get it from inside? She's so weird. I see a cycle for you completely ending, and whatever you felt like you was not, look at that. Whatever you felt like you was not being able to let go of, you're letting it go. Don't worry about it. Look at that. And that is not a planet, because it moved. It was on top of those bushes right there, right above it. It was right above the bushes right there. And now it's up here. And I wish I had a bigger camera so you could see more. You see that shit? It's always there. Always. And that's like the dream I had where I looked up at the sky and I was looking up and there was a woman on a spaceship and she was looking at me and she was like, remember who you are. Like she was singing that to me. And I was like, I'll remember who I was, you know? Then I had this dream of like people acting out a play and like people getting frustrated. There was a lot of stuff going on in the dream. And I realized something that, you know, people are acting out plays and they are, you know what's crazy? God forbid, I would never wish this upon nobody. But I had a dream that the Kardashians, in the dream, Penelope, what's her name's daughter? All I heard was the name Penelope and Penelope, passed away. I hope it's not talking about an actual child, but it was something about a kid dying, which I hope to God that's not a real dream. But I was sitting with the Kardashians in a circle and I said Penelope died, and then all of the other girls, the Kardashians, didn't give a shit. They were like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? But then Courtney was the only one who cared. I don't know what that was about. I was in the living room with them talking to them. I don't know why, but I've had dreams. I have dreams with them a lot for some reason, the Kardashians. I have no idea what the link is, their connection. It could be spiderweb. It could be spiderweb. You seen that? It could be that when I look at it with my eyes, it looks like 3 dots like lined up. It could be that they're connected to somehow, like, some kind of, I don't know, whatever connection they have. But I hope that dream was like just something I saw out of nowhere, but it was showing me that the other girls don't care, and when I'm the only one that does. Because I said to Courtney, "You're a good girl," and the rest of them, I don't know why I had that dream, but anyway, I had to mention that because I just wanted to fucking say it out loud because I didn't understand why the fuck I was having that dream. But anyway, all right, so I'm gonna leave you guys off with this. Sometimes I wish that I could just like get straight and clear to the point with the message so you guys can take it and you can remember it. Because when I say a lot like this, I feel like a lot of people are not registering the message. But I feel like those of you who know, you save the video. You'll save the video and you'll look back at it because there's a lot of important information here for these next coming weeks. Especially I'm hearing up until like June, July, I'm hearing June, July specifically, and then for some of you something about August. Up until this time, I'm hearing just stay clear with, I'm going to say people too. If like somebody comes back from the past trying to like test your nerves, I'm hearing that there's somebody that definitely is, there's something that you're not even aware of that's coming. It's like I feel surprise, like I hear surprise, like, so this could be something like, I don't know, I see a proposal, an engagement. I was going to say the same word in the same time, like proposal. It's been engagement. I was going to say, oh, that spider is climbing up that spider web there, buddy. Oh shit. All right, guys, I love you. So just stay clear of God, these fucking spider webs are all over the house. Stay clear of the energy. Ay, Dios mío. No, me no like it. Where's the spider? So stay clear of the energy. Stay clear. Stay positive. Whatever you're experiencing, stay positive. Yeah, because there's a change coming up. I would rewatch this and listen to the message because for some of you, I feel like you needed to hear this more than others, all right? I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later, okay? Just be patient. Because I have to tell myself that, girl. I have to tell myself, be patient, Flo, be patient. It's fucking hot out, and I get really impatient in the heat. I cannot stand hotness because I get like overly hot. Like in the winter, I never wear a coat. Like I really walk around with a t-shirt and fucking flip-flops on, and I shit you not, all the time. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. I love you. I'll see you later. Okay, love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.